This is Cooking with Amber, and today I'm going to make my great-grandmother's brownie recipe. It's a really good recipe. I've actually never made it before, but my grandmother put good on top of the recipe right here, so it's got to be good. And then I thought maybe I would take the finished product over and let my dad try it, since he's the one that actually ate the brownies when he was little, and see what he thinks. Okay, so what you want to start out with is half a cup of shortening and 2 squares of unsweet chocolate. I only have one, so I had some Hershey's unsweetened chocolate. It's 2 tablespoons for 1 ounce, so that's what I did. I'm just going to pour it all in here. And you're going to melt this on low heat. Okay. So that's what we're going to do. Here's a list of other ingredients that we're going to need. And I will probably put them up over here on the side for you so it would be easier. We need 3/4 cups of flour, which is all-purpose flour, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, a 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder, a teaspoon of vanilla, 2 eggs, a cup of sugar, and 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder. Did I say that already? And then you can put nuts in it if you want to, but I don't like nuts in my desserts, so the nuts will be left out. So I'm just going to go over here, and the shortening is starting to melt. I could have used butter, but I decided to stick with the original recipe, which is probably almost 100 years old, so I don't want to stray away. I have used the chocolate unsweetened cocoa powder because this square is taking a little while to melt. You can always chop it up, which is probably something I should have done, but I wanted to get in here and do this video. So I'm just stirring it around. So it's sticking to the spoon. Almost there. Okay, so we've about got this all melted down, and what we're going to do is remove it from the heat. This is what it looks like. Can you see that? It just looks like melted chocolate. Don't eat this chocolate or drink it. It is yuck. You got to add sugar. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is remove from the heat. We're going to stir in eggs. I'm going to just stir each ingredient. I'm stirring the eggs, busting the yolks, and the sugar. Sugar off the edges here. And I don't want it to clump up, so I'm just going to keep stirring. This is kind of like making chocolate pie. Okay, then we're going to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Look at that. That's exactly how much I had left in this little container. I have another one over there if I needed it. Okay. So, oh, that vanilla makes it smell really good. You need to also preheat your oven to 350 degrees. And this is what it should start looking like. It gets thicker. I'm going to try it. It tastes like chocolate pudding. So that's good. Now, I'm going to add the 1/4 teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of baking powder, and 3/4 cup of all-purpose flour. Get my little scraper here. Make sure everything gets in there. And then try not to fling the flour everywhere like I just did. I did it again. When I get it stirred in real good, I can just picture my grandmother and her mama. Actually, it was her mother-in-law. This was my grandfather's mom. I can just see them stirring this stuff. It's before blenders and all them cool kitchen gadgets that we have. Now then, I'm going to get this off here, and I'm going to use my scraper because I prefer using that to get everything mixed in real good. Get it off my finger. Now just go around the edges. See? There you go. That looks pretty good, huh? Okay, so I've got, this is an old little casserole dish that my grandmother gave me. It's metal. And so I just sprayed all this with canola oil cooking spray. I'm going to pour this in here. They're probably going to be thin because it's not a small container. Sure got it all. I just want to kind of thin it, spread it out here. I like them corner pieces. They're my favorite part of the brownie. Uh-oh. That's going to be, it's probably going to be a fudgy brownie. That's what it tastes like. But it could be cakey. I don't know. We'll see. So just kind of flatten it out like a cake. If Hayden was here, he'd be doing this for me. But him and my other son, Jacob, they are eating pizza with my brother. Okay, so I'm going to stick this in the oven, 350 degrees Fahrenheit, for 20 minutes. A handy dandy owl timer. And then we'll be back and we'll see how they are, okay? Okay, it has been cooling. I put it in the freezer for about 15 minutes. I'm about to cut me a piece and see how it turned out. Okay, looking good, don't they? This is what it looks like. A little fudgy. Yep, that's good. And that is my great-grandmother's homemade brownies. Okay, thanks. See y'all next time. Okay, Dad, here's your grandma's brownies.
Mm-hmm.
Do they taste like they did? Bring back any childhood memories?
Mm-hmm.
You bastard.
Good.
Awesome. Score.